For our church this evening. Our mediums in church this evening are Claire Watson and Thor Gray Maloney. Welcome. And waiting online, for those of you watching online, we have Lainey Baine waiting in the wings for you later. So I now invite Claire to open our service with prayer, and this will be followed by the Lord's Prayer.
Please kindly bow your heads when you're ready. Divine Spirit, we ask that you join us here this evening to thin the veil between the two worlds. We ask that you bring forward messages of comfort, hope and love and reunions to those in need. We ask that you send out healing across the globe, not just to the humankind, but to the animal kingdom and the natural world. We trust this service in your capable hands. Thank you. Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
I will now light our church candle and invite those of you online to light your own candles at home if you can do. I invite you to ask your loved ones in spirit to draw close to us now, so that we may this be the candle to enlighten us all, the light of strength and love that spreads all around the world, the fire that enables us to burn out all our pride, our selfishness, and the impurities that are within us. May it be the flame that brings warmth to our hearts, warmth to our families, our neighbours, our friends, and all those around us, and those we meet on our life's journey, and all those who need it most. I ask you now to join me in sending love and light to all those in need of healing. Loving thoughts and prayers create a strong healing energy that can reach all around the world, to all the people and places that need it most. I'll begin by reading the names from the Church Healing Book and then offer a healing prayer. And now our prayers are asked for Rachel Cooper, Wendy Maslin, can't quite read that, Claire Smith, Bridget MacDonald, Terry Collier, Terry from the pub, Jeff Smith, Tom Rain, Katie Smith, Susan Goulding, Richard Baldwin, Nina Locker, Chris King, Wendy Maslin, Rachel Cooper, Tom, Malcolm, Darren, Claire, Darren, Talia, Adelphi, Andrea, Tanya, Linda, Anne, Lorraine, Sean, Kevin, Lee Ward and all his family, David, Tony, Joe, Melanie, Alan, Frank, Donna, Diane, Sonic the Bird, Maggie, Dougie, Jenny, Kelly, Annabelle, Bobby, Cal and Bill, Peggy, Martin, Mark, Charlie and Mark, Dennis, Mark and Brenda, Billy, June, Chris and Gary, Francis, Veronica, Joan, Colin, Terry, Cyril, Peggy, Tracy, Ray, Maureen, Helen, Louis, Nicola, Aaron and Rob, Bonnie, Anne, Tabusan, Nicola, Emily, Millie, Sue Kemp, Jean, Simon, Eileen, Alan, Karen, Marilyn, and Danny. And Lisa and Arisa, Lawrence, Craig, Jason and Christine, Karen, Jeffrey, Victoria, and our cat. Dear Heavenly Father, we join together now to send out our thoughts of love, light and healing around the world to all those in need of healing, both physically and emotionally. We ask that it also reach and protect our animal kingdom and the world of nature that is all around us. We pray that our energy may reach those who are cold or homeless tonight, and all those less fortunate than ourselves, wherever they may be. May our thoughts and energy bring love, calm and peace to everyone. And we ask this in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Saviour. Amen. Amen. We'll now have a 1 minute silence so that you can send out your own personal thoughts and prayers to all those in need, those whose names we've read tonight and any you may now think of in your private thoughts. And this will be broken by the singing of the hymn, Gracious Spirit, the words of which are in the front of your hymn book. I will now invite Peter to bring us our Bible reading for this evening. Can I get wired up?
Wind up.
Yeah.
Hello, Rich. Evening all. Lovely to see such a nice full church. You've all brought your angels along with you. And welcome to those online, and you also with your angels. Tonight's reading is about sharing. When Jesus left the earth, he called together his disciples and explained in detail his return to his heavenly Father God, and he wanted them to continue his preaching. He knew that if the word did not continue to be spread to the people, that they would fall back in their sinful ways. Feed my sheep, he said, and his apostles went out and continued his teaching. We have used many of these visits in our Bible readings. Tonight's reading, Paul was in Acacia following a visit to Macedonia, talking about giving help nation to nation, people to people. It refers to those who have a good harvest to give to those whose harvest has failed. He refers to God giving abundance, and those with more than their need should give to those who are in need. he explains that in all times, indeed, you will abound to all good work, not reluctantly or under compulsion, but from the heart. God gives gloriously and in abundance for the people. The harvest comes direct from God that supplies wealth in many ways. Jesus, whilst living on the earth, shows many examples where the tempter operates on the sinful ways of power and greed. We've been talking in past readings of brotherhood of man. Paul's talk is including the brotherhood of nations. We're all aware of the separation of nations. God's gifts are given to supplying the needs of all his people and is an expression of God's love. In this reading, I believe that those in Acacia were preparing a bounty to Corinthians, sowing generously. Remember this, whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and also whoever sows generously will also reap generously. Each of you should give what you have decided in your hearts to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver, and God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work, as is written. They have freely scattered their gifts to the poor. Their righteousness endures forever. Now, he who supplies seed to the sower and bread for food will also supply and increase your store of seed and will enlarge the harvest for you. Righteousness, you will be rich in every way, so that you can be generous on every occasion. And through us, your generosity will result in thanksgiving to God. This service that you perform is not only supplying the needs of the Lord's people, but overflowing in many expressions of thanks of God. Because of the service by which you have proved yourself, others will praise God for the abundance and the accompanies of your confessions of the gospel of Christ, and for your generosity in sharing with them and with everyone else. And in their prayers for you, their hearts will go out to you because of the surpassing grace of God that is given you. Thanks be to God for his indescribable gift. God bless that reading. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Where you go? Where you go?
Oh, yeah, you unleash me. Thank you.
It's now time for those of you who are watching us online to leave us here in church and be joined by Rob and Lainey, who will guide you through the rest of our service. We thank you for joining us tonight and look forward to seeing you all again soon. Our second hymn.
Good evening, everyone. So I was like thinking, oh, am I live? Am I not? Yep, I'm alive. So good evening, everyone. Krish, it's nice to see your name up there. I recognise that name, sir. Okay, so Krish, I'm calling you sir, you're not sir. Thundersley, welcome, Lainey. That's me. Ha! I'll shut up and get on. So, okay, thanks, Rob. Okay, so it's just going through all the names here. So I'll just have a quick say hello to people. We've got Christine, Jenny, Debs, Jennifer, Shirley, Margaret, Jackie, Rebecca, Mandy, Reen, Karen, Jill, Lisa, Krish. Okay, and hopefully I've not missed anyone out. All right, so now, so the way I tend to work is, hi Mandy, Stacey, Stacey as well. Yep. So, the way I tend to work, my lovelies, is asking you. Oh, okay. Lisa's not seen me before. Oh, see, Lisa. I started here with Thundersley at the beginning of lockdown, so but I haven't been on here for quite a while, have I, guys? So the ones that are regular. All right. So, okay. So, good evening, Cheryl and Shirley. What I'd like each and every one of you to do, please, is to put up on the comment the name of the person you would like to hear from in the spirit world and just their connection to you. No other information. If you can do that for me, that would be fantastic. So then I will come to you. All right. Well, I'll say come to you. I'll go to who I'm drawn to. Okay. Hi, Debs, as well. All right. So, before you do all of that, so don't go and inundate it. So I do apologise. Myra Mum. So okay. So if I go to, oh gosh, I've got this new light in front of me, one of those round things like TikTokers use. Yeah, right. And it's like really blinding my eyes. So I do apologise. Chloe, hello, Chloe. How you doing, my lovely? Okay, so, oh, thank you, Dee. I'll pay you later. Okay. Myra, Deb's Lancaster with Myra, please. So Deb's with Myra, her mum, Myra, mum. All right. So if you can put her up there, Rob, that would be fabulous. Thank you, kind sir. Okay, so, now. I love it, Jennifer. Is Sparky your dog? If I will, and I can, I will definitely. All right. So, who are we on? Deb's Lancaster, Myra, your mum. Okay. Debs, would it make sense to you, please, my lovely, that I don't feel mum's been gone that long in the grand scheme of things, long enough, but not decades and decades. I just feel like I'm feeling quite tingly across my cheeks here, and I feel like there's been a lot of how it's being shown to me is there angel tears, and I just feel like there's more than just one set of tears that are out there for you, for your lovely mum. And I get thank you, 4 years. So it's not in the grand scheme of things, it's not that long enough, as I say. Okay, so thank you for that. But would you understand about it's not just your tears, it's tears of others around you. I also get the feeling that there's a younger person around you that is finding it very difficult, having lost, thank you, their nan, please, if that makes sense as well. All right. Yeah, thank you. Um, Okay. Your mum gives me the impression here, Debs, that I just feel like I just want to say to you, right, come on, let's sit down. Let's have a cuppa and let's talk it through. Because at the moment, you're all not talking to each other. And that's how she just gives me that feeling there. All right. So you just said your eldest son as well. So keep up, Rob. All right. Rob's my IT guy. So thank you, Robs. Okay. So, okay. I'm just laughing purely because poor old Rob getting by me. I don't mean it like that. But he's laughing. Thank you, Rob. But it's the fact is, I just feel like your mum would have been the person who say, like I say, come on, let's sit down, talk, let's get on with things, let's talk it out, but also laughing. And I just feel like I want to bring that laughter into all your lives. Okay, we don't talk to each other, absolutely, but it's a breakdown, isn't it? And if you think about it, it's not just losing mum, it's the emotions leading from the childhood days, but also around her passing, but also around and about her funeral arrangements, please, and thereafter. And I just feel there that really and truly, if you all sat together, she'd come and box each ear roll, okay, and just say, what is the point? Because life is too blooming short. And I feel like I don't feel she would have swore loads, but I just feel like I would have say something along the lines of life is too bloody short kind of thing. Okay. Apologies if I offended anyone for saying that particular B word. All right. Um, okay, where are you going now? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Right, there's more than one Debs, so I'm looking at Debs Lancaster at the moment. All right. No, thank you, but she hated swearing. But so that's why I say it's not swearing. It's just that one, the B word. That was all. But I just feel that was for her. That's like you're saying the F word or something. Okay, so it was very sparingly, if ever, said. All right. Okay. I also feel I'm being drawn to the top of my neck, so across my shoulders, but my neck area, my spine. I don't know if Mum had issues with her spine, that part of her spine, but I feel very drawn to that area. And I just want to say that I now have a perfectly straight back again. I can be poised, and I feel like mum in her younger youth days, woman days, is I just feel like, I know she did dancing and that, but I just feel she was quite sprightly on her feet, is how she gives me the impression of that. Okay. And I just feel like I want to, she's showing me like twirling she just looks so happy. Okay. And she just looks so happy and free from pain, free from all the dregs of life, and also free from her own mind, her own emotional issues that I feel she kept hold of, if that makes sense. Okay. I will, thank you. Would you understand? She's showing me a set of shoes, and I feel like they were special shoes. I know she had those towards the end of her life, but I feel like there would have been problems around her feet area, or with her feet. There you go. Let's use a bit of grammar correctly. But I just feel like, I don't know if it's the arch of her feet. If it's not hers, it's either yourself or somebody very close with the problems. Maybe the shoes for supporting the shoes, the feet. Okay. I feel like your mum was somebody that is just, oh my gosh. I don't want to argue with your mum. I'm not going to, but I'm just saying I wouldn't want to argue with your mum, because I just feel she was the kind of lady that wanted to, just not a people pleaser, but didn't want to upset anyone, but also didn't want to, listen to rubbish either. And it's just be fair, be happy, be kind. Was I feel she had a high arch, and you have. Thank you. Okay, so we're just acknowledging that as well. But it's just that being kind. Okay, and oh no, I wouldn't. That's definitely, I wouldn't argue. So it makes sense. Okay. Where are we going now? I just feel, now you've said that, right? I just get the feeling, I'm just smiling, and my whole face is like, I can't take, I've got little cheeks, look. Okay. But your mum's going, look, see? When I smiled, my cheeks came out, didn't they? And it's better than having my teeth fall out. And I feel like that's not her with the teeth, but I feel there was somebody that, when they smiled, I feel it's a gentleman, that their teeth would have either come loose or would have fallen out. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense, Deb Lancaster. And but your mum's chuckling. She says, we're all over here, we're having a cuppa. Some are having a little bit stronger, but we're mainly having a cuppa, and we're okay. That's what she wants you to know. Let everyone know. And she wishes you all your dad's teeth. Thank you. I tell you, I can, it's just horrid. Okay. But just coming up to Christmas, I know it's the 1st of December, so happy December, everyone. All right. But I know Christmases seem to be very painful and very drawn for, not just without mum and dad there, but with everything going on. And your mum just makes me feel like, she says, you don't need to go all singing or dancing. You just need to give your gift of your faith, your love. Faith doesn't have to be about religion either, she says. It's about your love in here. All right. And she's just putting that over to you. It can be, if you wanted, a bit of tinsel on the door, or nothing. You can light a candle, she says. It's what you do in here that counts. It's how you treat others. And I feel like your mum, I don't want to hug your mum. I want your mum to hug me, because I feel like no matter what a completely horrid day I've had, she'd give me a hug and I'd feel better. And I'm just passing that hug on to you, Debs. Okay. In fact, all of you, she says, I'm going like that because that's from me. All of you are getting a hug from Deb's mum, Myra. Okay. And she says, no, come on. You just close your eyes and feel me hugging you, and you're getting that love and that healing. I will. I've just been given, I know I've given December, but for the Christmas side of it, but she's given me June as well. And I feel it's both a name and a month. And I feel they're both quite special for you guys. And I just want to say happy birthday. And also, I'm doing this as well and saying, make sure they're in tight, she says. Okay. And I'm referring to dentures again, or, like a insert or whatever it's called, teeth going in there. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. All right, please, I'm going to take it away from teeth now. So, and it's your name, yes, name and month. Thank you. Thank you so much, Debs. I'm going to leave it there because I'd love to be with your mum all evening, because she's just a darling, but she's just a feel good person. Okay, she wants you, she wants all of you, and that's including those watching, to feel good. Just feel that love. Okay, so thanks for that. Okay, right. Let's do, we got here. Yes, always make sure our teeth were secure. Okay, it's always good. All right. So, okay. So, Oh, bless her. Lisa Bennett, please. Can I go to Lisa Bennett? All right. Who wants her dad, Terry? Dad. All right. So, all right. Okay. So, T. Chase would like to hear from, right, Chloe. Granddad George, right. Terry, dad, right. Lisa Bennett. Ah, Lisa. When I read that and I just see, I can't see. If, is that him beside you in the picture? Because you're like about the size of my thumbnail, okay? So I can't see. So it's not like, oh, I'm being, I can't not being influenced by the picture, but I just feel the love. I know it's all about a love fest, but actually it is love. Love is a massive thing, and love can get you through so much. And I feel sometimes when we lose our loved ones, in this case, like your dad, I just feel like it's like our love, it's like it's fallen off our hearts, it's fallen off our bodies, out of our lives. It's like we've got no more love now. We're not loved. We might as well just give up. And I don't mean suicide. I mean the fact is just like you settle into to a slump, where'd you go there? Depression, that sort of thing. And if it's that, if that doesn't make sense to you, Lisa, would it make sense that somebody around you, okay, right, it's your partner, but it's fine. But listen to what I've been saying, okay? And I just feel like it's settling around you. If it's not yourself, it's somebody close by that is into this slump of depression because they feel like their loved one's gone. And in this case, I feel your dad, but also I feel somebody. There's a few losses. I feel somebody close to you has had over quite a quick period of time, and it's just suddenly it's like, whoa, hold on a minute. I feel like I just. Bleh, and they're in a slump. Would you understand that, please, Lisa Bennett? Okay. Where are you going now? Right, your dad, Terry. Oh my gosh, coming back to the oh my gosh bit, right? I get the impression that your dad, Terry, he's I don't know if he had like very pronounced eyebrows or something going on about his eyebrows, but I feel like when I thought about things or focusing on something. Oh, bless. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense what I just said about all that love just literally feels like it's falling off you. Okay. But we're coming back to your dad, my lovely. Would you understand that when your dad was really concentrating hard on something, he didn't realize sometimes he was doing it, but I feel like his whole face is like furrowing in and he's really, really thinking. And it's just those he could never really play poker because I feel like all of his expressions were on his face. Okay. And I just feel he was that kind of guy. And he was too trusting, too trustworthy to play poker anyway. All right. But that's what we're getting there, too loving, too trusting, and trustworthy. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay. Thank you. Now you said that's your partner, and your partner has also lost both their parents as well. Thank you for confirming the facial features. But it's just letting you know we're all together over here. And when's it going to happen? Does that make sense, please? When's it going to happen? And it's just they're all laughing and say, "Don't you worry, we'll be around and we're always around." And there is, thank you. And if you've got like in your lounge area, but I feel like I want to go to just one corner of your lounge area, and I just want to. I will, thank you. I have I don't know if you can see it here. Let's see. Uh, an aquarium at the back there. It's about a ton in weight, all right? Just hope I never get a leak. Okay. But I just feel like there's a tank or something in the corner-ish of your lounge area. And I just feel like I'm drawn to that area. I don't know if you've got photos, pictures, bits and bobs up there of dad, of mum, of the family, but also of your partner's parents as well. But I feel like I'm drawn to that area. And I don't know if there's like a fish tank nearby or a little model of a fish. So something like that. Hopefully that will make sense. I will, thank you. I said about dad's facial features because I'm going off on a tangent, and I feel dad would have done that as well, gone off on a tangent. But it's important tangent, isn't it? Because it's explaining about other things, and I feel your dad was like that as well. Okay, and also I feel like I want to. Oh, your dad and Ashley's on the necklace on the shelf. Oh, bless you. Okay, but it's over there. Okay, if that makes sense. Is there any fish around? Just asking. But your dad's laughing. He says, "Don't talk to me about fish." Okay, and I don't know if he was into his fishing, so I don't feel that. But I don't know if he had like a pond or something. But I just feel, "Don't talk to me about fish." All right, and he's just like, "It was that big." But really, it was that big, and he is referring to fish genuinely. Okay, and if it's all right, you said no fish. I'm preempting your messages, Lisa, but I'm on about the fact that he would laugh at the fact of making jokes, but they were harmless jokes, if that makes sense. Okay. I will. Would you understand about Dad having issues with his lungs? And I feel like with the breathing, I feel very heavy, heavy chested. And I don't mean about the size of my boobs. I'm on about his lungs, his breathing, his just his whole. I just feel like everything's heavy on my chest area. Okay. Thank you. He was always a joker. But I feel very around the chest area. I also feel like I just want to lay down and go to sleep. And I feel like I don't wake up. I just feel like I'm just done. That's just how I've gone. I've gone to sleep, or I've sat down and I've just gone, please, if that makes sense. Okay. Okay. Right. You've just said there he struggled at the end. Just to confirm and reaffirm with you that he's absolutely fine. They all are. And we do. Once we've left our mortal coil, we're in spirit. We don't feel anything that we have here on the earth plane. Okay. And he had a huge heart attack. Oh, bless him. So gone. All right. So if you're going to go, that's one of the quickest ways to go. Bless him. But it's not great for us left here on the earth plane, is it? And he acknowledges and recognizes that. And I've just done this as I was talking, and I feel like Dad's just going, I'm okay. I'm okay. All right. I'm okay, kiddo. All right. Okay, kiddo. I will, thank you. He's also playing the piano, but I feel like he's singing the song Piano Man, okay? And he's like singing his head off, and he's just laughing, and I just feel like I want to bring that. I don't know about East End connections, but I feel it's almost like East End connections, but maybe sort of Dagenham Barking way, sort of coming into Essex. And I just feel very much that he wants to, I am the piano man, come from down the way. Yeah, and it's that one, okay? So you can all be humming that all night long now, okay? He always put his thumb up on my phone. Oh, bless you, okay? So he's doing all of that. I just want to say to you guys, he's given me May as well as a special month, but he also wants to say congratulations. He's now singing congratulations. And I just feel like he would have done that as well with little words. It's come out with songs, okay? But it's the congratulations. Now, you just said about your son playing the piano, but he's taking me towards your son. If not, I don't know if you've got two sons, but one in particular, I just feel like they've just celebrated something or just achieved something that they deserve the congratulations, okay? Oh, and you're getting married. I said about that. When's it happening? Yeah? Okay. Okay, but they're like the congratulations of love, and it's just. But don't forget what I said about the sun as well. I will, please, if it helps you guys. You don't have to do this, but have their photographs up. Have their photographs somewhere where you can say, yeah, you've got their glass. They can join in with you in that way. You don't need it because they'll be there spiritually, but they're just looking forward to you doing this. Finally, okay? And I feel like I'm getting a finally, all right? But with smiles and with laughter and lots of love. So please take that, okay? One son and May. Okay, so thank you for that. Also, I don't know if your son is into his shaving yet, but your dad's just going, oh, it won't be long, it won't be long. And he's laughing at this, all right? Because I feel Dad preferred, oh, okay. His dad also had issues with his breathing, as I know something about the breathing, but it's about like a sore throat or something. And there were just little signs, I feel, but it's just I will. Right. This is going towards your partner and his parents now. I feel one of them would have had issues with the throat. They're going to have table with pigs. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, get in there. All right. So, but it's just the one of your partner's parents, I feel here with the throat and the problems with the breathing, the swallowing as well, and also reflux. It's not very comfortable at all. But again, it's just reassuring you all that they're in spirit, they're all okay. All right. And they just absolutely love all of you, and make it a proper celebration, please. You don't need loads of alcohol. Been there, done that, fallen over, just about got up, says Dad, and he's laughing, okay? And they're just saying, it's time to stand up, it's time to walk forward, and it's time to start living your lives properly, okay? Because life goes on, and that's what they want you to remember that. And thank you for doing the table, all right? And I will, thank you. mum, your partner's mum, has just shouted out that you can invite everyone to put their loved ones, close family obviously, but their loved ones' photos on that table, because the ones only close, otherwise it'll be millions on there, but only the close relatives, for those that they'd love to have been there, that you would have loved to have been there physically. All right. So, okay. So bottoms up and chin chin. Okay. So mwah to you. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. Let me tick you off my little list so I know I've done you there. Right, so hello Dee, Corrie, Lisa, Suzanne, Riches, hi. Connie, sit dad please. Okay. Maya. No, thank you, Maya. Lisa Bennett, his mum. Mandy Mills. Okay, so Mandy Mills, please. Mandy Mills. Mandy Mills. Ah, there you are. Okay, so Mandy Mills. Mum, Mandy Mills, mum. Right. As I write these down, I'm asking, I'm connecting, that sort of thing, and going, please come through. Okay, that's mentally, I don't say it. Okay. Would you understand, please, Mandy, that your mum would have laughed at what I just said? I feel like your mum would have thought, gosh, she's a bit of a daft one, that one, isn't she? But not in a horrible, well, maybe in a little, no, not in a really horrible way. Okay. I just feel like I'm just like, she's like, oh, don't she waffle? But I just get the feeling that your mum would have made comment about other people that she was watching, listening to, and the telly. And I've got Gogglebox coming in as well. And I feel she would have, they should just put a camera on her, watching the telly, watching people, and your mum would have been that one going through all that, like Gogglebox, please. Okay. Okay. Where are you going there? I've just got an itchy arm. All right. Again, it could just be my jumper. It could be me itching, but I just feel like I want to. Oh, I've got problems. Got like my heart. Not my heart. Let's go for the heart. But I also feel like I'm just itching all over. Okay, and I just feel like I want to just say, just oh, it's just just couldn't cope with all the itchiness. I don't know if your mum had issues with her skin, or like some kind of reaction, possibly to medication, because I feel it's towards something that she's ingested, and I just feel like it would have she would have had issues with that, if that makes any sense, please, Mandy. I also want to say, really? Okay. She's jumping up and down, okay, but she's on one of those bouncy ball things, like, I don't know, I don't know how old you are, but I'm going back to the 70s. But they used to those bouncy balls, like space balls, and they were shaped like funny little horn things on them, and you could sit on them and bounce them. And this is what your mum is showing me. And I just feel, oh, brilliant. Okay. Yeah, and I'm on one of those. So thank you. And if you've got like a child, grandchild, or if it's yours, her grandchild. But I'm being drawn to a younger child that is now ready to bounce around. But the way your mum's shown it to me is on one of these spacer things. Okay. And she's laughing the fact that she's getting me to do this numerous times. Okay. Because she was a joker. All right. But again, I just feel she was somebody that would have just found the funny in most things, because life is just so boring otherwise. It's just so depressing otherwise. And it's just so at the moment. Okay. Now, you had hives once, but so don't try and make it fit. All right. But we won't ignore the hives part of it. But if it's for you, the hives with the itchy skin and everything, would it make sense to you how mum dealt with it, please? Because I feel that's quite important to acknowledge how mum dealt with it. Because I just feel like just take that down, put that down your throat, put this in. I was going to say camphor wood, but it's not. It's camphor oil or whatever it is. The weird stuff. So I just feel like I'm made you look like a little crackly ghost where she's put all this stuff all over you. Would that make sense, please? And she used to go to the bouncy castles too. I will have the bouncy, okay? But all of that. I just want to say to you, come on, girl, let's go. And she's got your arm. In actual fact, I feel it's you putting, right, you growing up, it would be your arm in your mum's arm, okay? So she's the one holding on to you. Towards the end of her later years, I feel it's now you, her holding on to your arm, and it was just you two always. And it's like I feel like I'm dancing, I'm walking, I'm like, you know, like mucking around. You know, like you'd go and your legs you'd all be walking like that, you know, as you're walking side by side kind of thing. And I just feel I want to just go to sing and just do silly things all the time. And I just feel that's something that it's like she was ripped out of your life, and it just, no matter how long it took, it still felt like she was ripped out of your life. That's how she's making me feel it feels for you, if that makes sense, Mandy. Okay, where are you going? I will, thank you. Then if you've got lots of sparkle in your home, I'm not referring to Christmas decorations. I'm referring to, you know, like you have like pretty mirrors and stuff like that, bits around where it's got sparkles, diamantes, that sort of thing in it. But your mum is showing me it's like you could put like turn the lights out, put a torch on and everything would sparkle. Okay, that's how she's showing me it is. I feel that's your home as opposed to her home. Her home, she's showing me there's photographs everywhere. Okay, and I just feel very much, and she's liking my, whoops, that's that side, my giraffe. Okay, she likes my giraffe. Okay, she wasn't there when you had hives. Don't get stuck on that, all right? But it's she's what I said about the whatever it is, the stuff to put on it, and it was maybe a lot you had to put on it. All right, so don't think literal. All right, I'm just trying to interpret, so don't miss what else I'm saying. Okay, where are you going now? Okay, thank you. She's also gives me the impression, I think she's given me August, please, Mandy, August, okay? And I just said Debs. I know I've been talking about to Debs, but I want to give you a Debs or a Debbie as well, please, who means something either to her, you, or both. All right. Oh, bless you. Okay. Yeah. So you understand that. But she says, you know, I'm around you, don't you? Also, you're wearing me, she says. You are wearing me. Okay. And if you've got an ink done or something, but you are wearing me. That's how your mum is showing me. Okay. And you've got a lot. You love sparkle. You've got a sparkly lamp. Brilliant. All right. But she's laughing. If you turn all the lights out and put a torch round, it all sparkles everywhere. But you are wearing me, she says. And know this. My DNA is in your heart. I am that close to you. All right. That's what she's telling you. All right. My DNA, as in mum's, not mine. Mum's is in your heart along with dad's. Okay. It's in your heart. That's how close they are to you. And I don't know if you had the nickname Moo Cow, but I'm being told, say hello to Moo Cow for me. All right. If that makes any sense to you, please. All right. And, okay. You're thinking too much into it. Think about it, but I'm not going to get stuck on it only because it will stop me feeling sense and everything else because I want to get it exactly right. I want to get it exactly right, but that's your mum all over. She wanted to get things exactly right. And if it went completely Pete Tong, it is what it is. Let's move on. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay. Her grandchildren, Debbie, his sister. Okay. Right. So that's you, that's your mum, that's all your beautiful family, and that's all her beautiful family. And you remember that, please tell them you're all beautiful to me, no matter what. Warts and all, she says, but she says that lovingly and laughingly. All right. So no, tells me so much like her. Okay, well then you're wearing your mum because you are so much like her. All right, but that's why I'm like that. I'm like, is it jewelry? Is it ink or whatever? But you're wearing me. All right, that makes sense. I'll remember that for next time. Hopefully, that by doing this, it means you are very much like your mum. Okay, I will. Excuse me 1 second. Just drink some water. If I've got this right, okay, but she's probably calling someone it. Okay, bloke, would you mind getting me some more water, please, hon? Thank you so much. And a vocal zone as well. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. being cheeky now, aren't I? But no, they're calling somebody else a moo cow. Okay. What I was trying to get to before I really interrupted myself and everyone else was I'm being shown 2 photographs, one of you, one of mum, and you saying you look very much like your mum. Would it make sense to you, please, Mandy? Have you been looking at photographs and actually comparing? Look at me there, look at mum there, and seeing the 2 of you together, even down to potentially wearing very similar clothes. Okay, thanks, Sam. And yeah, because I just feel very much it's about even down to they see a similar style, hair. It's just something very similar about these 2 photographs, please. Okay, Miss Loza. Oh, bless you. Okay, so it's knowing that all of that. All right, so please take her, love. Okay, right. I've got to move on because your mum's nattering like a good one now. Okay, so that was Mandy. Right, who we got now? Oh, thank you. MJC Chambo Landscape. Oh, thank you, hon. I'm just being given a vocal zone. Thank you, love you. Bye. Okay, right. Stop me coughing because I've got a diggly throat. Okay. Can I go to Chloe Borum, please? Okay. So, Chloe. Now, I know Chloe. Known Chloe for quite a few years, but I don't know Chloe. So we think we know people, but we don't know them very much. Okay, George, Grandad, yeah? Okay. Okay. So, your dad, Grandad, not your dad, but I feel like your Grandad George was like a father figure to you, please, Chloe. Would that make sense, please, my lovely? And I feel like he's got oh, bless him. He has I do apologise now, I'm sucking a sweet, but it's to soothe my throat. But I feel like I want to do that as well with your granddad. Is to suck, I don't know if he had boiled sweets or lozenges or something, but constantly sucking sweets and that to help ease his throat, he says, to, help ease my throat. Okay. And I just feel like he's got 3 babies with him in spirit. 3 babies, please, in spirit. And I feel like he's also looking forward to the future for you, and he's also looking forward to the future for yours, if that makes sense, Chloe. Okay, where are you going now? I will. I'm just doing this with my hand, and your granddad gives me the impression that he's going, right, come on, let's get on with this. I don't condone you hitting anyone, but maybe mentally wanting to, but you're not going to physically. Okay, just saying that, because it's all about what is the point. You're the one that would end up with a broken hand, yeah, and you're like this tall, they're that tall, yeah. So yeah, and it's just knowing that, but I will. Your granddad says you're like a pit bull. Okay, when you get started, you're like a pit bull, and a bit like your mum, like that. He says, and he's laughing at this. Okay, but also we come to your mum as well, and he's just saying, I don't know if your mum's having a moment just recently, but he's just bringing peace and calm and love and a bit of music as well, just to give mum some peace. All right, and where are you going now? And he's laughing because he's just like he says, look at my cheeks as well, he says, okay. And I just feel your granddad had some kind of completely daft sense of humour. And I mean that with the greatest respect, Chloe. Would that make sense, please, my lovely? As long as you can understand it, that's even better. All right. Okay, so what are you doing now? Oh, bless him. One of my little chihuahua thing has just walked past. Might be food in the kitchen. You never know. But Granddad's just taken me to the little dog. He says, "I've got the little dog with me as well." Okay, so I've got the little dog with me also. Although I'm not sure if it's a hamster, but it may be a dog. And he's laughing because I think he's taking the mickey out of it being little. All right. Okay. Where are you going now? It's not a proper dog. I prefer a shepherd or something like that. Okay. And he's just laughing. He's just laughing and laughing. And I just feel like he would have laughed at his own jokes because he says no other bugger would laugh at them. Would that make sense, please, Chloe? Okay. Where are we going now? I will. It's given me June and July as 2 special months. And I want to go to next year for a special event next year, please. And I just feel like I want to be, whoa, you getting your wedding next year? Because I just feel like it's all he's showing me all like, I don't know, pretty flowers, like an arch or whatever it is with all the pretty flowers around it. And he says, no matter, whenever it happens, you will be the most prettiest and most beautifulest and proudest bride going. He's got the pride, you've got the beauty, okay? And don't worry about me smelly socks. No idea, but as long as that makes sense to you. Okay, where are you going now? I will. Oh, okay, fine. Oh, yeah. Okay. I do naming ceremonies too. Just saying. All right. He's laughing. He's saying, "Go on, you wanna." And I just feel like he was somebody that would have really pushed you, as in like encouraged and nurtured, and if not, maybe a little flick round the back of the ear to say, "Come on, get on with it." All right. And he's just laughing at that. Okay. And he's just, I will. Okay. I feel very much that towards the end of his life, he got very short. Oh, bless him. He says, I got short in breath and short in temper. Would that make sense, please, Chloe? I will. And he's just, oh, bless him. Bless him. They're going to be just as teeny weeny as you were teeny weeny. Okay. They're going to be just as teeny weeny as you were teeny weeny. All right. And he's showing me the most tiniest little booties. Okay. So, yeah, I don't think you're going to be having a 12-pounder or anything like that. That weighs probably more than you, Chloe. But anyway, but it's just, that's how he just makes me feel there. And no matter what happens in this wonderful world of ours, stop worrying about it and just live for the moment, live for the now, and live for your future. Because he just says, I'm with you the whole way through. And you know and sense it, even when you start doubting everything around you and you have your doubtful moments, he's still there. And you know he is. Even when you swear at me, I will accept that, he says, although I will haunt you if you continue to use that language, young lady. All right. But he says it with love. All right. And he will haunt you. Okay, just saying. Okay. It's given me the name. It begins with an R. Okay, it's giving me a name. I couldn't see if it's a Rob or a Rich or something like that, but it's giving me this name. But it's done with like a flourish, and I just feel wish I could write like that. But it's done this beautiful flourish with this, and he's just saying, you know what? Bring in that love, bring in the people that love you for who you are and how mad you are. And I'll say that with the greatest respect. He says, I don't say it like that, but you can, love. And he's laughing, okay? And he's just saying all of that. All right. So you can take the R name as well. Fantastic. Okay. So please take his love and his congratulations and just go with the flow. All right. Because you're worrying too much about worrying before it's even your worry. Okay, if that makes sense. So stop it now, he says, and have a lozenge. Because I've been doing lots of shouting, whatever, but he just wants to soothe your throat, okay? But it's also soothing the words that keep coming out or staying in here, if that makes sense too, Chloe. Biggest of hugs, and we might have to catch up soon, lovely. Okay, so thank you, and yay! All good, all good, all good. All right, so okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. Almost done with me lozenges. It's a pastel. Okay, so okay, Elaine Soden. Hello, Elaine. Are you still there, Elaine? Soden. Your brother Michael. Okay, let's have a look. Are you still there, Elaine Soden? If you're not, then I'll move on to someone else, my lovely. Oh, backaches. Okay. Yay, she's there. Fantastic. Elaine, would you understand with your brother, please? First off, I want to say thanks for asking for me, sis. All right. Just want to say thanks for asking for me, sis. Would you understand about him having problems with his back, his spine? I don't know if it's his posture or an actual problem with the spine. It could just be me because I'm leaning forward, and if I sat back, it'll be, "Hi, everybody, I'm right over here." But that's what he's saying. He's like, you know what? I'm going to sit back in my comfy chair and say, "Hi, Elaine, I'm over here," because actually my name is Elaine as well. Okay, so but I'm known as Lainey. So, and he's just saying, I used to call her other names other than Elaine as well. And I feel like he had this kind of banter with you. It was fun, but sometimes it could be taken a little bit too far. Would that make sense, Elaine? Oh, right. And he says, and then you'd huff out the room and he'd say, yeah, whatever. And you'd like, and then do you want a cuppa? Yeah, right, then we're back again. Okay. So he's just giving me that impression there. He's just giving me February as well, Elaine. I just feel like he wants to give me February, please. And I feel like there's oh bless him. It's like he wants you to write. Not, you don't have to do this, by the way, but Harry's shown it to me. Is there's somebody here on the Earth plane that he wants? He would have sent a Valentine's card to. Okay, and I just feel, oh, brilliant! Yay, another Lainey. Pleased to meet you. So Lainey Baine, that was me growing up. So just letting you know, sharing that. All right then. But as I was saying, he's saying, "Gosh, get on, go off," and he's like saying, "Just get on with it, love." Like it's like another 14 years have gone by so far, and I just feel he would have been quite an impatient man as well. But only I feel towards the end of his life, I feel things got maybe I say on top in one for one reason or another, and he's just yeah, he's just okay. I'm just asking him to calm down, all right? Not in a horrible way, but I just feel that I just wanted to get over that. Harry, he just makes me feel like he was like that. But saying all of that, he was he was somebody that just excuse me, it's just my light just nearly went. Yeah, he's feeding the dog. Um, okay, where are you going now? Totally lost me strain. Okay. Would you understand, please, Elaine, that he would have lost, I don't know if he had problems with his mind, his memory, but I feel like I'm losing words. I feel like I'm slurring a bit as well. And I feel like seize the moment, carpe diem, yay, absolutely. But I feel like I'm slurring my words. I feel like I'm almost slurring down, and I just feel like well, take it away. It's very uncomfortable, but I just feel like he suddenly became not himself towards the end of his life, if that makes sense. And I feel that in a sense that it's almost like he's. Oh, bless him. He says the way he's liking it to, you have like a nice bit of paper and you have an ink pen and you put the ink on the paper and it bleeds in. And I just feel like, oh, okay, I don't know if that's his expression. Would you understand? Did he have some kind of bleed, please, which was incorporated around his passing? Okay, so the way he's showing me that is like the paper, though. That's an interesting way of showing me about a bleed. Okay. He also says, you know what? Enough of that. Yeah, I've gone. It is what it is, and I feel it would have been quite matter of fact like that. But I also feel as well he was somebody that he'd like want to come and give you the kick up the bum, but then he'd say, "Come, let's go and have a dance." Yeah, if you was at a family do or whatever. Gone. Okay, heart attack. Oh, bless him. All right, but the bleed there. Okay, right. Heart attack could be gone like that, but the bleed. Okay, I just feel like there would have been issues beforehand, and if it's like like a year or so before, but there would have been little things that would have gone on. Okay, don't panic if it's happened. He's in spirit, so but he's trying to give me other stuff. Oh, I see. So that could be true. Okay. Right, where was I going? Oh yeah, it's like he makes you feel like this love. There was no love hate between you two. It was love and banter and love. But he says I could have been proverbially kicking you up the bum or saying, "Come on, let's go and have a dance." All right. And I feel like there was a time. I don't know if you two entered a dance competition when you were kids, but I feel like I want to be on the dance floor at disco. It's a disco. He's saying, okay. So I don't know if your age, but I just feel like the way he's showing me is there's a disco and he's dancing, but you're with him. And I can't see if you won a competition or it was just sheer fun. Okay, if that all makes sense. And he died abroad. Oh, bless you. Okay, so right, that's something you wouldn't know then, maybe. But would it make sense for the childhood side of it, of the dancing and used to dancing together? And those were the good old days, he says. All right, but he's just such a he's just such a nice, I say a nice guy. most of the time is how he makes you feel he was a nice guy. But there were times when he had a harder, not darker, but a harder side to him, if that is makes sense. And he just says, you know what, I loved you, and I'm sorry it ended up the way it ended. And I feel this is more not just about him dying and where he was when he died, but he makes you feel like, I'm sorry surrounding that situation. Sorry it ended up the way it ended, if that makes sense. And I'm with the angels now. Yeah. Robbie Williams singing about angels. Nah, I'm with him, he says, and he's laughing at that. All right. And yeah, and that's just it. He says, I'm going off now. I'm going to go and do a bit more sunbathing. All right. And he's just, oh, good Lord. He's just dived into a swimming pool, but belly flopped, please. That would be a memory thing for you. Or a memory, there you go. But he's belly flopped, okay. And he's just, oh no. But he's laughing at that. Just wanted to leave that for you, he says, and you've been splashed. Okay, so he's splashing you with the excess water, but with his love. All right, and he just says, "I loved you all," because it's not just you and him. There are at least 3 others that are adults, if that makes sense, around you that he's sending his love to. Just says hi to them. Okay, so please accept that. All right. Yeah, he's a darling, actually. I like him. Okay, I agree. Oh, and he was a diver. Just saying. But that's how he's doing it. Okay, so I love it. I love this work. I love it. So thank you. So I'm saying thank you to him, not to me. I just thank you. How fabulous is that? Oh, that's it. I'm going home, Rob. I'm done. Okay, I'm not. Okay, so let's have a look. So I do like this work. It's those little. I wish I could do that every single time. It would be fabulous. But it is what it is. I know. Okay, so hi Kelly. Kelly, are you there, my lovely? Kelly Chambers? Kelly Chambers. And who is it you wanted, Kelly? Um Oh, I'm glad I made your day. I'm glad, Elaine. Just it's made my day as well. So it's so funny. Okay, um, I just love it. So I'm just finding out if Kelly Chambers is around, please. I was just felt drawn to your name, my lovely. Um, okay, MJC Chambo Landscape. Do we call you MJC, or do you actually have a name? All right, because give me a first name, and you wanted who in particular. Okay. Right, let's have a look. If not, I'll go to you. Okay. Oh, Carousel Collies. Okay, Carousel Collies. All right. So Carousel Collies. Okay. Um, right, Kelly James. Oh, Kelly, you're there. Okay. Sorry, Carousel Collies. We might come to you in a minute. All right. See how we do. I don't even know what time we finish. You're Matt. Okay. Hi, Matt. All right. So I'm going to Kelly first, my lovely. So Kelly, is there anybody in particular you wanted to hear from, my lovely? Who's there? Okay. 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 I will. Kelly, would you understand about somebody that I'm trying to say? I feel like it's on my right hand side, so I feel it's more of a male, but it was somebody, Nan or Grandad. Thank you. But would you understand about the weight loss, but also the heat? I feel like I'm overheating. Okay, like I'm sweating. I'm just feeling quite. Oh, I feel all of us under. All right. And I feel this is towards Grandad. Okay. If not Grandad, it would be Nan, but I just feel it's on my right hand side, so that for me is the male side of the family, usually. So, okay, so we got Grandad. Um, okay. Okay, so Grandad. I feel like I want to be standing up straight. I feel like I want to be saying, right, come on, wear my glasses. And he's actually wearing them. I feel like I've put things down and he's, where's my pen? I need to write something. Look, it looks like I need to write. And he's holding it. And it's those kind of things. Okay. Would this make sense to you regarding your granddad, please? Kelly Chambers. That's who I'm talking to, Kelly. I know. He's saying, you sure that's her name? So I don't know if you're using a different type of name or Granddad's having trouble remembering that you was known as something different. So I don't know if Chambers is your married name or you've changed your name, or Kelly. But I just feel Granddad just makes me Mum keeps doing this. Okay. The heat and everything. She has power surges. That's what she has. All right. But would Granddad be your mum's dad, please? Okay. Thank you. Oh, Carousel Collies is your mum. Okay. Oh, we've just told the world you're having power surges, Carousel Collies. Okay, right. But coming back to you, Kelly, all right. But would you understand about your granddad and the memory? You know, like, where's my glasses? And he's got them, or they're on his head, or I need a pen and it looks like this, those kind of things. Okay. And your mum's dad, that's fine. I'm not killed him off, don't worry. But would you understand about granddad? If it's not your granddad, all right, would you, Carousel Collies, I don't know your first name, would you understand that about your dad, please? Your dad, her granddad. Anyway, granddad, whichever. Is a granddad, okay, or dad, whichever. But the fact is I just feel like this to do with the memory and that sort of thing, all right? Completely daft things, but they would get. Hi, Christine. There you go. That's Carousel Collies, all right? So would you, either of you, be able to understand about this person, gentleman, I feel granddad, dad, in spirit, who would just be, you know, glasses, all the rest of it, okay? And I just feel like I want to right, okay. So now let's just say I'm now doing this for Kelly Chambers and to Carousel Collies, because Carousel Collies is Christine, who is Kelly Chambers' mum. We've had that on the comments there, all right? So between the two of you, is there any way you understand somebody in spirit? Oh, bless you. And Elaine Soden has just come up with what I said to her earlier. So thank you for confirming that, Elaine. But would you understand between the two of you, Kelly and Christine, about somebody in the spirit world, a male with the glasses and all the rest of it? And I feel like I need to keep repeating this, not for your benefit, but for their benefit. So I feel before they left spirit, left to go to spirit, they would have been keep repeating things. It's like, hold on a minute, we keep telling you this. And it was like there was these little changes in their life, in the way that they acted. And one of my dogs just passed wind and it's totally disgusting. Okay, I won't ignore that as part of the reading either. Okay, would you understand about this person would have also had problems with their digestive system as well? Could you not? If anybody else can take what I've said, because it might be for someone else, but it's totally gross. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Yes, I can shut up now and go home. Or go and take something over my face. That was disgusting, Bodhi. Okay. Fabulous. Right, we got there in the end. So sorry, Kelly, but your mum's butted in, all right? But it's for both of you, okay? So yeah, that was just wrong. Right, thank you. And now you've taken it, it's dissipating, so it's gone. Where are you going now? I just feel like I want to. Oh, that's disgusting. I'm just being shown like whisking up. Everything would get whisked up. It's weird because I just feel like I want to keep whisking everything. Okay, I've got a bowl. I don't know if it's like cake mixture or whatever, but I'm whisking, and I just feel like I want to You will listen, thanks, Kelly. But yeah, and it's this bowl, and I just feel like there's cooking, there's just everything. Oh no, we'll whisk that. It's fine. We'll chuck that in there, and we'll cook it too. And it's about cooking. It's about just cooking absolutely everything. You put the hand to cooking. Would that make sense, please? And I feel like I've got about 3 or 4 people over here. You've said baking. Thank you, Christine. And it's got 3 or 4 people spirit, but I just feel like they're all going, oh yeah, you need to do what you're told there, follow the recipe. All right, follow the recipe. So I don't know what you're doing at the moment, either of you ladies, but it's follow the recipe. All right, so Kelly has been baking a lot this week. Okay, follow the recipe. All right. And so they're there. That's just proving the point. They are around you, but they're all going, oh, see, no, I can do that. I know. Yeah, I just put a teaspoon. No, that was a tablespoon, love. That kind of thing. All right. And they are laughing their head off. Okay. But not in a nasty way, not in a vindictive. It's all done with laughter and love. All right. Cato. I know, keto. Hopefully it's working for you. All right. So, where are you going now? I will. One of these lovely spirit loved ones they have, and I feel this is towards mum's side of it, or female anyway, but would have had maybe a problem with the head, the tablespoon. I'm reading that really, but would have had a problem with their pain, that sort of thing, headaches or just something. And I feel like, oh, that's quite painful. All right. And brilliant. You had to take teaspoon and tablespoon. Fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, and it's just okay. So it's just acknowledging that one as well. Sorry, I'm not giving names or relationships, but they're just saying there's too many of us over here. We could be here all night, she says, okay. And it's just, oh, thank you. There you go. You just said your auntie. So it's knowing that. All right. We'll be here all night, she says. It's not our party, it's yours. All right. And there's something, I don't know if you just had one party or you're just sorting out a gathering of some kind. Feel more. I don't know. I can't see. I feel that there's a family coming together through Christmas, Boxing Day, but also New Year's Eve and it's New Year's Eve, and that's where I'm being drawn. But whereas the Christmas Day is a few of you, Boxing Day another few of you, and then New Year's Eve, I feel that there's like a proper party going on. Okay, but they're saying we'll be at your knees up. Don't you worry. If that makes sense to you, my lovely people. All right. And I will. And Grandad says that he says, remember, if you drink too much, you'll be singing to the gods of the loo. All right, the loo gods. Okay, so just remember that. Okay, so it's something about that, and somebody just going, spending too much time praying to the gods of the loo. All right, and I just feel that's like memories going on there back in the day. I will. And I'm being given March as well, please, as a special month. But I'm being drawn towards Kelly for March, please, Kelly. All right. Okay. I will. I'm just getting my headache thing back again. But yeah. So as long as that makes sense, all right. That's mine. That's my head. Okay. So thank you. And Christine, Carousel Collies. Okay, that's for mum. Whatever. Give it to your mum then, it's fine. All right. So thank you both so much. And March is your wedding anniversary, Kelly. Whoop whoop. All right. So fabulous. So it was for you. Okay. So where are we going? I'm just gonna have a mooch through people's names and what's going on here. Okay, so Maya, and Fayley. Are you still there, Fayley? Celia Newman. Okay. MJC Chambo Landscapes. That was Matt, wasn't it? Okay, so Matt, are you still? It's a big anniversary. I get you. All right. And so we've got AJC and MJC Chambo Landscape. Are you still there, Matt? Okay. Let's have a look. All right. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate that. Right. Okay. MJC Chambo Landscape. Are you still there, Treacle? Last call for MJC and Matt. Okay. Right, Fayley. Right, Fayley CM, wherever you are in the world. All right. So you're so welcome, Christine. All right. So welcome. So, Fayley, is there anyone in particular you would like to hear from, please, my lovely? Fayley CM. All right. So give me the answer. And because I can waffle and maybe spend enough time to get it all wrong. Okay. Okay. Kaz. Okay. Kaz. Right. Your nephew, Kaz. Okay, so Fayley, your nephew Kaz. Thanks, Chloe. All right. Okay. It's almost like I don't know if it's quite a recent thing with your cousin Kaz, but your nephew Kaz, sorry, but we won't ignore cousin either, okay? So we've got cousin as well. So it's like family dynamics there going on. But would you understand that when I was asking Kaz to show themselves to me, I was sitting on a bed and I feel like I'm feeling quite unwell as I'm sitting on a bed, but it's not showing me like deathbed. I just feel like I'm sitting on the bed. But I also feel there's maybe a problem with my weight as well, or my tummy area, because I felt like my tummy was quite swollen. Okay, that's how I'm being shown. I'm not saying he had a swollen tummy, but I'm being drawn to the tummy area and sitting on the bed. And I feel like then I stand up and maybe fall over, and that's just how he makes me feel there. Don't get stuck on that because that may be a different memory. It might not be how he passed. Okay, I don't always get shown exactly how they passed. Sometimes I do. Okay. Um, okay. Thank you. Oh, you are still there, Matt. Fantastic. Okay. So, okay, where are we going now? Thank you. I'm also doing this with my fingers, okay? And sometimes people say, "Oh yeah, give me the money, give me the money." Yeah, no, it's all about the money. And I just feel like for Kaz, I mean, there's something about money around there. I don't know if you had like money collected, like a GoFundMe kind of thing, but I feel very much about that as well. Or they were all about the money. Okay, there's something around about money as well to do with your cousin, your nephew. All right. Sorry, I've got it in my head, cousin. So I do apologise. Okay. Where are you going there? Would you just put okay? So is that meaning anything? Because if it's not, then obviously I'm not interpreting it correctly. If it's a no, please say it. You're not hurting my feelings, but it just saves me dragging it out if I'm not doing it right for you. All right. Thank you. I also want to be smoking as well. And I just feel like I don't know if he was interested in or there's somebody connected to you, to him, that would have enjoyed a certain type of tobacco as well. Okay. That's some normal smoking. That's tailor made. But this is not. Okay, not at the moment. Okay, fine. Let's try one more then, please. Come on, Kaz. Okay. For some reason, Kaz, I'm being shown and being told the words rainbow child. Okay. Rainbow child. This is me seeing a rainbow, but rainbow child. Something connected to either yourself or your nephew, Kaz. Okay. Rainbow child. I feel very almost bitty. I don't know if Kaz sort of survived, if he grew up to be a man, an adult, or there were things going on in their lives. Smoking, yes, thank you. And I just feel there that just something about around Kaz, but around their life, their the way they lived their life, or those around. Okay, but yes, rainbow. Thank you. All right. But it's more to do with those around Kaz, okay, as opposed to Kaz himself, because Kaz is okay. Kaz is in spirit in that regard. All right. And I don't say that lightly. Oh, he's in spirit, it's okay. I'm on about the fact that Kaz is fine because he is now in spirit. Okay. It's those here on the earth plane, yourself and his parents. Okay. Where are you going now? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So not very young. Oh, very young when he died. So that's what I'm saying. It's about the family, his family, you guys. Okay. So he's okay. He's in spirit. Now he's in spirit. Thank you. He's also where are you going now? I feel like I want to be plucking things out. Right. Thank you. Fayley, I don't know whether your name is Kaz. But that's why it's not feeling right, okay? It's fine. You're confused, I'm confused. Don't you worry. So you're Kaz, and this is to do with your nephew. All right, fine. But and where are we going there? Right, thank you. So I'm not going to start again. Hopefully you can take what I've taken. You said about smoking, but I'm feeling like I'm picking things out of the air, like, like out of spirit, out of just like, I'll feel that, I sense that. So I don't know if you do this kind of thing, Kaz, but I feel very much that I just feel like I'm trying to come to terms that there's a spirit world, if that makes sense. Okay. In regards to your nephew, you with your nephew. Thank you, hon. Okay, I will. Thank you. I've just been brought some jelly babies, but this is for you, Kaz. Okay, a jelly baby for you. All right. And so I feel like you just need a bit of sweetening up, if that makes sense. And this is coming from your nephew, because there's things around him that were quite sweet, if that makes sense. I know this is very cryptic, but I feel this is just a very cryptic message. But I feel very much that there's only specific information you would accept that would make sense to you, that would give you that belief that spirit actually exists. Does that make sense to you? If that is correct, please put me out of my misery. All right. I will, thank you. Now, if your nephew had the opportunity of showing you his bum wiggle, all right, but I'm being shown a bum wiggle, please. And but he's wearing nappies, so like a big fat nappy, and he's doing a little bum wiggle, please. So I feel he was still in nappies around or at the time of his passing, if that makes sense. Okay, and he's just doing this little bum wiggle, and there's the most scrawniest legs going, the most cutest little kid going, okay, but the most scrawniest legs he's got going now. I will. Are you aware if he had an issue? It looks like his right leg, please, or his right foot. But I just feel there was something going on with his little right foot, please, and because I'm just being shown that as well. I will, thank you. He's now just he's oh bless him. He's just showing me as this little fat cherub, like like you see like the pictures and that of little fat cherubs with his teeny weeny little wings. And I'm just going off to spirit now, he says. I'm just going off. And that's just how he's showing me, because he just I will, thank you. And is his mum your sister, please? Okay. Because I'm being drawn to my mum, he says, my mum, and that they would have something that looks like a little cherub with like little wings and that. But I feel that they've got an ornament or a picture or something with a cherub and the little wings, if that's something that you know about, please. And I want to give you April the 18th as well. Ah. He was a chubster. Oh, bless him. All right. And it's your sister. Thank you so much. See, now I know your Kaz, and it's them. So thank you. But it's this little, would you know about the cherub thing and the wings, please? Be it poster or not poster or picture or a little ornament. I can't see what it is, but it's that. Thank you. She does. Okay. All that because he brought jelly babies. All right. Okay. But it's giving you a little bowl. It's like a little crystal bowl, and it's got sweets in it, please, or little, like they look like they're in wrappers. Okay, they look like they're little boiled sweets or whatever, but in wrappers. So I don't know if you have those. Oh, thank you. It's either yourself or somebody around you, his mum, whatever. But one of you guys that has diabetes, and I just feel like they've got low blood sugar, and it's something. Oh, bless you. Thank you. She's got loads of things in the cabinet. But would you understand? I'm not giving anybody or saying, oh, they've got diabetes. It's something you'd already know, please, Kaz. But I just feel like the way your nephew is showing me, and I'm being given a P name as well. Don't know if his name was Paul or Paola or something, but it's a P name, PA possibly. All right. And but he's given me this little bowl of sweets. They're all wrapped up for cleanliness sake. And but I just feel he's drawing me to somebody with their low blood sugar levels, and it's to do, I feel, with diabetes, and it's something that you would already be aware of or have worries about. Okay, so it's just acknowledging that as well. And I know, thank you. I've just written a celebration of life, somebody's story, life story for a funeral that I'm doing tomorrow, and they were known as Net Net, and I'm being given the name Jeanette, please, as well, because that was her name is Jeanette, and I just feel I'm being given that as a name as well. So it'll be connected to you, your sister, or somebody very close around you here on the earth plane still. I just want to just say thank you for remembering this. Okay, remembering me as in like your nephew. Okay, because I may not have been here long and I feel like I've just gone like that. But I touched a lot of hearts along the way before I was even born. Okay, so that what made it more difficult for when I passed, and it just gives me that impression that there was a lot of people rooting for him to get better, but it was too late. Nothing could be done, if that makes sense. I will, thank you. There's also a box I fill with there's a box, and I feel that that's got like little memories and that in it, and I feel I want to say keep going, and I don't know if the lid of it has got like things stuck to it, looks like shells and stuff like that, or it's been embellished, but I feel like the lid of the box has got embellishments on it as well. Okay, and he's just saying give that to my mum, give that to my mum, if that makes any sense to you. And that I loved you. I wasn't able to say it, but I loved you all. Okay. And I felt loved, is what I also want you to know as well. I felt loved. All right. So please take that from him. All right. So thank you. We got there in the end. Okay. So how are we doing for time, Rob? I'm not trying to rush off. I just want to make sure I don't get started and have to stop again. Cool.
No, I mean, we are at time slightly over, Lainey. So,
Oh, okay. Oh, I'd be going for hours, but I've got to get ready for
I
tomorrow.
know, I know
So,
you were.
thank you, Maya. He was so loved, and he still is, isn't he? Oh, bless you. So thank you. Can everybody still hear me okay, Rob?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So do you want me to just do a closing prayer and then you do your next bit? Is that what you want me to do?
Well, should we go to Frank's cards and then come back to you after that for
Of
the closing
course,
prayer? Is that all right?
absolutely.
We'll wrap it all up in
Yep.
one at the end.
Before you do that, can I just say I'm really sorry, everybody, that I didn't get around to everyone, but hopefully the evidential evidence there is all good. Thanks,
Yes,
Rob. Over to you.
yes. Sorry, Lainey. No, of course you can. Yeah, absolutely. No, thank you, Lainey. That's,
I'm having a jelly baby.
yeah, go for it. Very nice. Making us hungry. All right. Well, let's move forward to Frank's cards. And well, thank you, Lainey, for all those lovely messages. Exactly as Lainey was about to say and did say, she can't get around to everyone, unfortunately, even though she tried very hard tonight. But that's why Frank from our church draws 3 animal cards each week so that we can all take away an uplifting message for the week ahead. So let's see what Frank has for us this week. There's a crystal marking each of the 3 cards. So just tune into those and then listen to what Frank has for us. Here we go.
Good evening. Our first crystal this evening is the rose quartz. With that card goes the card for the deer mouse. This card is about focusing on detail, thinking of the future, keeping everything just so, and providing constructive feedback in a kind manner. The deer mouse asks you to put a little structure around all the excitement in your life at the moment. He informs you that haphazard creation can turn into chaos. Have you thought through all the possible outcomes of your plans? Or are you over-analysing them? Perhaps this is the time to reevaluate. It's definitely time to get organised. This card also indicates a great need for leadership skills and a need for you to take charge of the situation. It may seem counterintuitive to present the deer mouse, but the truth is this card is about all these details. Our little friend is always thinking ahead by sorting away what he will need for the future. When he remains focused on the larger picture without skipping any of the necessary steps, he has the ability to do great things. The deer mouse is highly resourceful and prolific, thereby making sure that his plans come to fruition, even if he himself cannot complete them. By planning responsibly, he tells you you'll have the same kind of success. The deer mouse is also always seeing to its own cleanliness. They like their fur to be perfectly groomed and neat and tidy. Remember, you only get one shot at a first impression, so make sure you are prepared for it. And our second crystal is the amethyst. With that goes the card for the lynx. This card is about the importance of trusting your intuition and instinctively knowing what's going on behind the scenes, uncovering the truth and the need to keep your plans to yourself. The lynx is often symbolic of future unknown, information that's there but for now is hidden from view. That doesn't mean it's to be feared. There may be a lot of activity going on. It's just not out there in the open yet for you to see. However, since the lynx can also refer to your intuitive and psychic gifts, your instincts as to what's going on are probably right. You should trust your intuition and push any fears aside. All will be revealed soon enough, so worrying is just a waste of time and energy. If there is a situation or person you're not sure about, then listen to your gut feelings. The lynx is a magical creature, viewed as a knower of secrets. What the lynx doesn't know, they have the mystical ability to find out, as quiet watchers of all that's happening, able to stay perfectly still and silent as the world goes by them. Likewise, at this time you are asked to be quiet and pay very close attention to all that is occurring around you. And our third crystal is the citrine, and with that goes the card for the elephant. The elephant is about patience with others and challenging situations, loyalty, responsibility, wisdom and stability, and the ability to see all sides of an argument. The elephant represents a person or situation that's completely trustworthy and reliable. You're being asked to stand up for what you believe in now, as well as fight for equality and fairness for all. The fundamental wisdom of the elephant is being used in the service of a resolution. If you are currently involved in a dispute, expect to come out the winner. A just decision will be made after all the evidence has been reviewed in an impartial manner. Elephants bring incredible intelligence, majesty and power to the table. Not only that, these animals care deeply for their family and their community. There are many stories of elephants risking their own lives in order to save one of their number. This card can indicate that the person getting this reading feels unsafe or is living in fear at the moment. The mighty and wise elephant represented on this card is intended to reassure you that justice will be done and all will be well when the results come in. 3 good cards there, all asking you to look at your plans, to think ahead, to look at all sides of a situation. Hope you like those.
There we go, lovely. Thank you, Frank. All right, friends. Well, look, let's bring the service to a close this evening. We'll go back to Lainey for a closing prayer, and then I'll play out the closing Vesper as we usually do. Thank you, Lainey.
Thanks so much, Rob. And yeah, they're lovely cards, weren't they? Okay, so wherever you are, if you're safe to do so and you want to, close your eyes and just breathe in that love and that positivity and exhale that negativity. Divine Source, Guide, Spirit, friends and loved ones, thank you for working with me and through me this evening. Thank you for bringing in that evidential evidence of our loved ones in the spirit world to those here on the earth plane. Everything I do is with laughter and love and upliftment and evidential evidence, but also with that knowledge that spirit are always around us, no matter what. Remember, each and every one of you listening, that you are loved and you are worthy. Be well. Amen.
Well, a big thank you to Lainey Baine, our medium tonight. Lovely to have you with us again online, Lainey. Thank you for those wonderful messages. Thank you to our mediums in church tonight. That was Thor and Claire in church for us. Hope you had a good evening in church, everyone. Thank you to Frank for chairing in church tonight. Thank you to Peter for the Bible reading. And thank you again to Frank for your cards there at the end. Thank you all for watching and staying with us to the end of tonight. We really appreciate that. Hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and I hope you can join us next Sunday again at 6:30. But until then, take care and good night.